Good morning, Snapchat.
Good morning, Snapchat.
We are feeling super relaxed today because we had a really hard-working weekend and now the video is up.
Let's go ride the mountain.
Here it is, our response video to Carly Bible and her boyfriend talking about their diet, and they seem quite carbophobic, so our response. It's full of science, a lot of information. We put a lot of time and effort into this one, so please share it with Carly and Brett. That would really help us out. We want them to hear this message.
They've got 5 million subs between them, guys. So can you imagine having them on Team Vegan? We really need you to help us share this with them.
So typical husband stuff, right?
Yeah.
The top that he wore hiking up the trail the other day, he put back on this morning. It stinks, it's disgusting. And then when I say something, what do? You start laughing at me.
What? What did I do?
How can you be so gross? Don't you love married life?
Come on, ladies. You know your fellas do exactly the same thing. Help me out here.
Help me out, ladies. All right, let's get riding. Get on your bike.
So I was feeling good this morning, guys, so I gave it a bit. So when you are feeling good, make sure you do push it a bit. It makes up for those days when you're not feeling it and you can't give it.
I made it. It was pretty hard this morning, I have to say. I had to take a few breaks. Felt really dehydrated, even though I drank over a litre before I left home. It's extremely hot, and I actually finished my whole bottle there, 750 mils, coming up the mountain. So it really took it out of me, I have to say. And this is why we say consistency is key, because every time you take a long break, it takes quite a bit of time and effort to regain that fitness. So, but the great thing is once you reach a certain level of fitness, it's easy to maintain with that consistency. So I'm glad to be up the top this morning and very glad to be heading back down home. Actually, the other thing I wanted to say was, it's always important to have the end goal in mind and work towards that. Do whatever you have to do to reach that goal. So this morning, for example, I had to take several stops along the way to reach my end goal of getting to the top of the mountain. So even though my ego was saying, don't stop, I knew I had to be gentle. I knew I had to be gentle on myself and listen to my body, and if I take several stops and drink my water along the way, I'll be able to reach my end goal of getting to the top. So always keep the big picture. So the end goal and the big picture is more important than your ego saying push, 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 and don't stop. Breakfast time. We got a whole heap of mangoes this morning and less oatmeal because we forgot to buy some more oatmeal. But that's okay. That's looking gorgeous.
So someone asked us a very good question on Tumblr yesterday. Do you feel self-conscious when you wear your vegan statement tees? And it's understandable that people might feel that way because veganism goes against our whole carnist society. And the truth is, we wear them as conversation starters, and yet no one has started a conversation with us yet about it.
They're too scared.
So I was just walking back from the shops, and when the font is big enough, people read it from a distance as they're approaching you. And by the time they actually get close enough to you, generally their eyes are down or they're looking up and away. Basically, they're doing everything in their power to avoid eye contact with you. And it's such a shame because in my head I'm going through all of the possible answers that I could give to, because this is extremely broad. You know, vegan is the answer, what was the question? So I'm thinking of every possible question, but no one's game enough to ask me. So don't be intimidated to wear your vegan statement tee. The truth is most people are more intimidated by your statement tee than you would be by their question. And at the end of the day, if they do ask you a question, that's a good thing and you have the truth on your side. And as Mahatma Gandhi said, I may be a minority of one, but the truth is the truth.
Now, if that doesn't get you revved up as a vegan activist, what will, folks? Just got home. They just got home with a bit of shopping.
So unfortunately, they didn't have any loose lettuce outside of a bag at the market yesterday, so we had to go to the supermarket and buy the lettuce in bags, unfortunately. Greens are very important, as we always say, and sometimes you just have to do the best that you can do. To be fair, they did have it, but it was very poor quality because of the extreme heat here in Thailand at the moment. Lettuce is wilting and going very dry. And we've got oats, passata and polpa. And we forgot to show you we got some potatoes last night as well as some cauliflower and broccoli, which we're having today. Lunch today is brown rice with steamed broccoli, freshly chopped cherry tomatoes and navy white or cannellini beans with 600 grams of baby cos lettuce. And we've just sprinkled that with some organic golden flax meal. Giving the bike some much needed clean. It's been, aren't they? It's been many months.
It's like washing your car, but better.
This is the great thing about having a rooftop. It would be pretty hard to do it inside the apartment. Although we have seen some high-carb vegan cyclists clean them in the shower.
Spanking new. That looks awesome. And look, now that the bikes were clean, we could brew some sticker activism. We had these made a while ago. And one for the other side, of course. You don't ever want to miss an opportunity to let someone know that you're vegan. And this is the J, the vegan symbol in Thai. Oh, we're matching. Awesome. Dinner time, and we're having corn and rice pasta tonight, and it looks terrible because I left it sitting in the water a little bit too long and it's gone all mushy, but it's going to taste fantastic. In the sauce I have some carrots, spinach, lentils and tomato passata.
And Italian herbs.
Oh yeah, Italian herbs and a little bit of mustard and a little bit of sugar and lettuce. And here we are again, folks. We had a heap of requests for Luca to sing, and most of the songs we didn't even know what they were and we had to look them up. This will be the last song he ever sang. You're on.
Working 9 till 5 just to make a living.
Yep.
That's the best I've got for you, Snapchat. I just can't do Justin Bieber. I'd kill for his voice, but I ain't got it.
Good night, folks. We've got a little friend in our room. Little gecko. Isn't he gorgeous? Good night, fella.